Let us continue playing Baldur's Gate the Enhanced Edition. When we last left off, I just had a rest cycle in order to identify our stuff. Firstly, we have Talos's gift, which is electrical resistance. We'll give that to our thief because he's likely to trigger electric traps in the future. We have 2 types of magical arrow, the +2 fire and the +2. And we have a magical +1 short sword, which we will give to you for now. Also, we're going to give that out because we might as well. Other thing, because I'm preparing here, we're going to give the quarterstaff to you.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have need of magical weapons on everybody shortly, especially the more stabby variety.
Way ahead of you, boss.
So anyway, for now though, we're fine, and we're now going to leave the cave. In fact, I should rest again to get you your spells back. Yeah, I should do, really. Alright, sleep, magic missile, and double chromatic orb. So we'll rest when we get outside, I think. We should be alright with that. Also, I'm going to switch those 2 around in the order because that gives our mage a little protection in case we are ambushed. By just having her in the middle of at least one other person who can fight. And these are grey oozes. These are probably the weakest form of slimes in the game, although they can still be a little awkward. 275 experience points. We'll be fighting more dangerous slimes than that quite shortly, I believe. So we're now outside. And hooray for that. Right do not go north. Whatever you do here, do not go north. It's a party that will kill you. It's a very tricky encounter immediately after the mines, and I've died in it so often. In the meantime, we come down to here because there is a tomb. And as soon as we get in, we're going to pause the game and attack this ghoul.
Yeah, I'll get
and that was rather simple. We get 29 gold for killing him, and we get 81 gold for killing him. And that's the first tomb's reward. There are 3 tombs.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
They get increasingly more tricky to deal with and increasingly better rewards. So, although I think strangely we get the reward for the second one before we even get to there. Oh dear God, Ankeg. Right, Ankeg and skeletons. What we're going to do here is we're going to retreat. Please, please, don't let them get me, please. Ah, who are you? Don't kill me, please. I'm sorry. I'll give it back. Don't kill me. Settle down, sir. Settle down. No one's going to hurt you. Tell me what your problem is. What? My problem? My problem is the horrible death replaying in my mind. I cannot concentrate. My mind. I didn't mean it. I'll give it back. You take it to him. Here, give it back. I'll help thee, but what must I return, and who should I return it to? A cave. It's shortways east. There was a grave. I opened. Oh, but all is good. And instead, there's only slumber with my foolishness. It haunts me. I get no rest and sleep. Please, I'll go mad if it's not returned. Take the dagger to the tomb. Right. How are we doing for damage and things? The real DM took 1. Right. Let's set up then. Ankegs. Normally I consider Ankegs a sort of 3rd level...
Yes? You rang? Now what? If you're sure that's
a sort of a 3rd level training enemy, really. But for now, we're going to have to slice this one to pieces. And hope that we can. Ankegs are reasonably tough.
You rang?
You got this coming!
It will give us something if we...
Yeah.
Nice!
What do you want?
975 experience points gained there.
Eat flaming!
And there as well. What I'm probably going to do next... Oh, darn it, more skeletons. Yes, thanks for that. We're going to do some healing in a bit. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? I think we're done, finally. Right.
You rang?
Your concern?
What we're going to do then is go for a heal spell. Next I'm going to check how much encumbrance people have because this is a very valuable item to have picked up. And in fact, he can pick up Ankeg. It weighs 100 pounds, but we can sell it for a certain amount, and the first one we get anyway, we can convert into Ankeg plate mail, which is better than normal plate mail by 2 and also a lot lighter. So that's the second suit of that secured, and I didn't even have to go above the friendly army to do it. Awesome. I don't think they actually spawned down here, to be honest. What we'll now do, what we'll do next is we shall equip everybody with magical stuffs as much as possible. You've got mage spells, so you don't necessarily need it. You are going to have to drop your shield for this temporarily. We know the dagger's +2, and that gives you a 19 to hit. What do you get with short sword? More damage, but you hit only on a 20. I think it's probably better to just stick with that for now. You are going to switch up to the +2 bastard sword, and you are going to get rid of your second scimitar and just attack with this one. So we now have everything fully set up. I'm going to do a quick save here, and then we're going to rest. We rested successfully, so we got all our spells back. Next up, we're going to send out you.
Don't worry about me.
Must revenge.
Dagger, you have the dagger. Give it to me. Now can rest forever. What dagger are you talking about exactly? The dagger of he who murdered me. The dagger of Alatos. We're not giving you the dagger. We're not, because...
Don't worry about...
Yep.
I've got this.
Right, get there. Right, now, you shoot.
It's in the bag.
You... Chromatic orb. Everybody else... Wait.
What do you need?
What you got for me this time?
I am here, certainly.
What is it this time?
Once that's been cast, we're now going to get a magic missile. Do have to be a bit careful here, but come on. Where's that magic missile coming in? Oh, we did kill it. 3,000 experience and a level.
Huh?
What is only 2,000 experience actually come to that? Still, level up results. 1 additional proficiency, increased saving throws, additional hit armor class 0, 15 additional hit points, and now we can go and take 2 weapon style up to the max, which means we get a -2 with a secondary weapon, and it makes it much more chance of hitting, actually. Actually, no, we're going to go with this one, because that gives us a +3 to hit with both weapons. Or an increased +2, and increased damage, and an increased attack. We go that way round. So we can attack 3 times every 2 rounds, and that's all dealt with. Huzzah! Right. Next up, I think we're going to pretty much stay as we are, although I am going to do one thing, thinking about this. I'm going to hand you that.
Top of my to-do
Now,
list.
she's an archer. She's not designed for melee combat at all.
Make it quick.
And we'll just be
A
absolutely
waste
sure
of
about
my
this.
talents.
Nope. Okay. Money and potion of invisibility, and money and a potion of... a potion of freedom, actually. That's quite useful. If we had a few more of them.
Way ahead of you.
Still, that's 2
Top
teams
of my
down.
to-do list.
1 to go. Now, the reason I've set everybody up with magical weapons now is because of the next encounter we've got, which along here, we might be able to miss it if we go low down. And just sneak around to the tombs, but I'm not sure whether we can. We'll see. It's bad enough what we're about to face, rather than have to worry about green slimes with the ability to cause effective auto-death with their melee attacks. It's up here somewhere? No, there it is. Okay, so we found the 3rd tomb. This 3rd tomb is probably the trickiest to take. So we're going to have to play this a bit carefully here. Since we have now got this far, we're going to equip ourselves with the best weapons rather than with magical stuff. Yeah, you're still best of club. Even though the dagger does do more. Alright, you can stick with the dagger for now. Also, there's increased weapon speed, I suppose. That gives you a better chance to hit. Better armor class, which you will need. And you're back to arrows. Alright.
Huh?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with...
You need some? It's in the bag.
Shift you to the back.
Yes, certainly.
Shift you there.
What do
I'm
you
going to
need?
go in with you.
Want it? You've got it.
You're going to go in. You're going to retreat. Because these are not ghouls. They are ghasts.
You
They are
want it?
more
You've got it.
dangerous by a long
Don't
way.
worry about me.
So,
Now
first
what?
off, shoot.
I'm on it like ugly
Secondly,
Your concern?
we need a hold undead spell. If that works, we're in business.
You stand back and watch this.
Yeah? What do you want?
Well, I held one of them. I need to be a bit careful
What
here,
is it this
actually.
time?
Magic orb on you.
Now what? It's in the bag.
Get that one
Make it
killed.
of course.
I am. It is done.
Right, nobody's been hit yet. These things can disease you.
To you all!
Uh-huh.
And in fact, yeah, I'm going to go and use up my last magic missile here. Oh, darn it, that's a disease. You have to cure that.
Yeah? What do you want?
And he explodes.
What you got for
Okay.
me? Top of my to-do list.
Give it to me straight. You want it? You've got it.
Uh-huh. My turn to save the day.
This might not be a good trade-off.
Now
We'll
what?
see,
if you're sure
though.
that's what you want.
Because I'm trying to think what that disease actually will do. It probably will have an incubation period, and then it will cause something bad, if I remember
What's
the rules
top of my
correctly.
Way ahead
In
of
the
you,
meantime,
boss.
we're going to get our reward from here, and it's a big one. Some arrows, a potion, and some magical armor. The potion, by the way, is Frost Giant Strength, which gives us effective strength of 21, and is therefore awesome. A useless ring, and this wand. In fact, I can pick up everything. So we shall.
What you got for me this time? Top of my
Temptation at this
to-do
stage
list.
is to just go and try and deal with that. I think Cure Disease is 3rd level. Oops. Yeah, I'm certain Cure Disease is 3rd level, actually.
Huh?
So, what I'm suggesting we do now is go back to our magical layout. I can probably, though, upgrade somebody. Cannot use item. Of course you can't. You can't either. So nobody can use this, so this is going to be sold once we identify it. Let's go for the oozes then. There we go. Come quickly! You're just in time for my experiment. What kind of I know enough about magical experimentation to know I want no part of it. Offer a child wisdom and he chooses folly. Offer a fish water and he chooses sand. May you gain in ignorance what you've lost in knowledge, friends. Oh. Apparently that prevents us from ever fighting those things. Awesome. No, actually, I'm okay with that result. Let's get out of here then. Because those things can be a little tricky to deal with. And we got a diseased assassin we need to heal. To Nashkel.
You are waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Okay.
What is it this time?
Let's then go with this. Magic missile there.
You need something? If you're sure that's what you want.
Give it to me straight. You want it?
You go
I
there.
am
You
here.
are going to cast...
Certainly.
What? No sooner
Yeah?
said than
What do you
done.
want? Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Split. Gold vanishes. You just killed all my gold. I lost so much gold doing that, and I didn't quick save anywhere near where I should have done. In fact, I would have rode the autosave, don't I?
Huh?
Dear.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Yes, I know I'm partially cheating there, but it wasn't as if they would have killed us. They might have killed somebody. Let's try that again.
Yeah, I'll get right
That's
on
how we
it.
made it. And apparently the disease is worn off. Not sure I like that, but we'll see. Maybe I'm thinking of something else in that. Maybe I'm thinking of curses or something similar. As long as he doesn't turn into a ghoul.
Stand away,
You
citizen!
have returned, and it would seem I was right to trust you. Sam thanks you wholeheartedly and is pleased to give you your proper reward. 900 gold for our efforts, and we got some levels. Reputation increased, 1,000 experience points. Laura and Sylviana both upgrade to the next level. So now she takes a 3rd level of Cavalier and gets quite a lot of nice little benefits. The additional weapon efficiency, hit armor class 0 is increased. Lay on hands increases by that 2. Now though, we got a decision to make, and it's actually a fairly easy decision. We only have one. We have one weapon which we do have, which we're not quite proficient enough with. So we're going to go with that, the Bastard Sword. Now, what this will allow us to do is actually use this magical weapon and not take so much of a hit for doing so. Two-handed sword is still the best way to go for the moment, but it's just something else we can do. Next up on this side of the board, we have an additional proficiency slot on the longbow, taking us up to a +3 to hit, +3 damage, and increased weapon speed, giving her 5-2 with bows. She is now got a hit arm class 0 of 9 with a composite longbow.
Yeah? What do you want?
She now pretty
Top of
much
my
will not
to-dos.
miss for the rest of the game. And speaking of which, there's actually something coming up that we got to prepare for a little. I think we've all got our optimum equipment in place. Yes, we do. For just up here, there is an assassin.
I am death come for thee. Surrender, and thy passage shall be quicker.
I'm not surrendering to anything. Struggle if you must, dead one. I do not mind working for my money. Why nimble and hard steal lights for you, I'll never know. Right. Firstly, shoot.
Sure that's what you want.
What is it this time?
Secondly, sleep.
I
Thirdly,
am here.
hold person.
Yeah?
Fourthly,
What are you
attack.
way ahead of you, boss?
Fifthly,
What do you
attack.
need? You want it?
Sixthly,
Yes.
attack.
Of course.
And we've held them. Okay, he's held. He's no threat to us at all now. Hold person. It's the
No
win
sooner said than
tactic.
done.
And we get some nice stuff, actually. Let's
You
have
ready?
you pick it
My
up,
turn
because
to
you've got to
save the
identify
day.
it. Identify it for the most part, anyway. What can I get rid of that's weighing you down significantly? I think they're normal throwing axes, so that's fine. We copy a spell into our spellbook.
Yeah? What? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay, everything is dealt with. That was rather easy.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Hey, Shadowhawk. Still dead? Good. You really should do something about him. He's starting to smell a bit. So, sort out your mage spells and get some identifiers set up. I'll do a full round of those. I always keep the random spell because you never know. Right. So we have those that need identifying, that needs identifying, and that needs identifying. So I think these are actually the same as these. And somebody with a decent lore stat should be able to find that out. But apparently we don't. That's fine, we'll sort that out later. The other things are slightly more important. So this is chainmail +1. This is another short sword +1. This is a ring of infravision, which we don't need and we'll be selling off. Wonder monster summoning. Oh, I thought this was fear actually, but monster summoning is actually a little more useful to us. And these are armor class 5 against missile attacks, which is probably worth having for you. So, with all that done, I think we toss you everything that's going to be sold. That too, probably. Yeah, we'll keep the club as a backup weapon, really, but we'll probably give you dagger proficiency next time we get a level. You can have your stick back. And alright, that's to be sold. That's to be sold. Okay, we have a lot of stuff that needs selling.
Huh? Way ahead of you, Bobby.
So that's where we'll go next. Sell some stuff, and then we'll head up to Beregost to get our Ankeg plate mail started building.
Top of my to-do list.
Give it to me straight. I've got this.
Also, our reputation going up means that, again, the sell price should sort itself out. Garnet gem. Small shield, +1 we can sell. Throwing axes. Chainmail, +1 we don't need. Don't need those either. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Woo! We're doing well here. What else can we sell off that other people have? We have a silver necklace. We have Joseph Greenstone ring. I need to work out where what I need to do with that. So we're not giving you the Frost Giant strength. Alright, so we're now up to 8,000 gold. We're now at the stage where we can start considering buying weapons and armor that plus weapons and armor for everybody who needs them. Certainly if we can get ourselves fully magicked up, then that'll make a lot of encounters a lot easier. So, with that done, I should really reset your mage spells again. 2. Orb, sleep, missile. Right. So we're going to head up to Beregost.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
And the Thunderhammer Smithy is our target here.
Oh, there, Wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge in old...
Well now, our past crystals more. I suppose proper introductions are in order, as we will no doubt meet again. My name is Elminster. I have heard nothing but tales of thy exploits in the time we've been apart. It would seem thou art destined to have quite the impact on the Sword Coast. Quite the burden for one so young. I was not aware my actions were common knowledge. Perhaps not common knowledge, but everything is plain for those who know where to look. As it is, I'm aware of thine efforts and accomplishments. Thou art quite adept, as Gorion predicted. All that remains to determine motive. My motives are my own and no one else's. And that certainly seems to be the case. Thine actions are a testament to charity and free will, whether intentional or not. But enough of my ramblings. Thou hast a long journey ahead of thee, and I will not let my meanderings delay thee. I will impart one piece of information before I go, though it is hardly a surprise, I am sure. The Bandits the Baldurs seek make a habit of travelling in the northeast. With this, I shall take my leave.
Ooh, you smell.
Thanks. We're going to leave you alone. I know she's actually going to talk to us about something we actually are interested in,
Yeah,
but
I'll get right
no,
on
thanks
that.
for that, kid. Right.
What you got for me this time?
What do you need? Don't worry
Talk
about
to you.
me.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee
An interesting
little
piece of
bit more
material
than
you got there. Ankeg, if I'm not mistaken. It's a shame it is. It would have been quite a bit once finished. How about this? For 4,000 gold, I'll make it into a plate for you instead. That's half my normal rate for working on an exotic, but as mentioned, business is slow. 4,000. Yeah, fine. Good on you. It'll take me a while to finish, but soon you'll have the finest armor in Beregost, if not the entire Sword Coast. Come back in 3 days and I'll have it ready for you. Yeah, I get stabbed a lot. Can I have it in... Yeah, very well, I'll return in a few days. So we lose 4,000 gold for that, unfortunately, but we do have about 4,000 gold available. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buy a +1... Actually, do we want to buy the +1 mace? I think, based on everything here, we do buy the +1 mace. Just because it gives us another magical weapon, and we then don't have to worry about it. Also means I can probably afford to get rid of these two now, can't I?
Tell me,
I
you want
can
it?
make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Right.
Huh? Way ahead of
So
you,
in
boss.
3 days, we will have the finest of Ankeg armor ×2.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Slow down, breathless child. Who is throwing money about in the hopes of finding me? Officer Val. By the way, how did you know my name? You're the one who saved the Nashgar mines. I suppose you're... I suppose you're right, little one. No, special sense shooter. Should be a juggler. We know whether this. Should I be afraid? She's real nice. Thank you, Charles. We don't have to worry about Officer Vi then. I mean, the tricky thing is going to be finding somewhere to go for 3 days. That's not going to get us killed. I suppose there is the vampire dogs and things we can try and fight. Ought to be worthy of notice, and we can now sell off.
Yeah,
Hey, come
I'll
back.
get right on
No,
that.
we have bandit scalps for
Can I
you.
assist you?
100 gold there. Awesome. So, I'm going to rest up here, and I think I'm going to call this a video. Next time, I'm probably going to explore and finish off the area around the temple. Yep, we'll rest up.
Me timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
Vermon's cloak stolen off his back by a paltry Tasloy. Okay. So he has a cloak in Cloakwood that we need to get back. Okay. That's fine. We'll get there eventually, although it's not on the map currently, and I don't think we can actually get there until the next chapter or two. But either way, the Shadowhawk 2012, we're playing Baldur's Gate the Enhanced Edition, and next time, we wait for Ankeg armor. Until then.